President Muhammadu Buhari Tuesday in Abuja urged religious leaders in the country to assist government to overcome forces of destruction by enlightening their followers to guide against religious extremism and terrorism. Receiving the leadership of the Qadiriya Islamic movement in Africa at the State House, President Buhari noted that Muslim leaders have a duty to promote the principles and tenets of Islam as a religion of peace and justice. The president said those who indoctrinate children and plant explosives on them to harm innocent people do not belong to any religion but terrorists who should be identified and fought until they give up their evil ways. President Buhari, who commended the Qadiriya movement for promoting education, interfaith dialogue and good moral conduct in society, expressed support for the proposed Islamic Center in Abuja by the movement. Earlier in his remarks, the leader of the Qadiriya in Africa, Sheikh Karibullah Kabara, had congratulated the president on his emergence as his party's candidate for the 2019 general elections. He also commended the president on the achievement of his administration since coming into office, stressing the diversification of the economy, increased power supply, and food sufficiency.
The Nigerian Senate has set up a technical committee to consider the merit in President Muhammadu Buhari's decision to declare assent to the Electoral Amendment Bill and 12 others which have been passed by the National Assembly. The President of the Senate, Bukola Saraki, who read the letter on the floor of the chamber, said the committee will study the bill to ensure the loopholes raised by President are corrected.
Pursuant to Sections 9(2) and 58(4) of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, I hereby convey to the Senate my decision on the 7th June 2018 to decline assent to the CFRN 1999 4th Alteration Number 20, Bill 2017, as my attention has been drawn by His Lordship, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, to several provisions in this bill that should be amended before granting presidential assent. In this regard, I have directed the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice to engage with the leadership of the National Assembly and the Chief Justice of Nigeria to discuss these issues. Please accept, distinguished Senate President, the assurances of my highest constitution. Yours sincerely, Muhammadu Buhari.
The resolution followed a point of order raised by Senate leader Ahmed Lawan, who urged the Senate to see the decline of the bill as a learning curve to do a better job.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I have listened to the letters that you have read conveying the observations of Mr. President not to sign so many bills. Mr. President, I'm of the opinion that we should take the advantage of these declines. That is to say that we should study all these bills that have been returned to us and understand what are the real issues. And I believe that we'll have something to learn from, just to avoid this kind of thing happening. Because we put in a lot of time, our very limited resources. If at the end of the day, we are not able to get these things properly done, then we need to take proactive action. Therefore, Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, I will suggest a setting up of a technical committee under the chairmanship of the chairman, Business and Rules. We get some few of our loyal senators. Okay, whatever it is, we set up the technical committee to study what happened. Why were those bills not signed? We may see trends, we may see some things that may not even be too serious, but maybe we have not taken too much time to deal with them. I believe that this is going to benefit the Senate. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
In the letter, President Buhari said he waited assent to the electoral bill due to some drafting issue that may affect an application of the Principal Act. The president added that some of the proposed amendments may adversely affect the conduct of the election by the Independent National Electoral Commission. Meanwhile, Senate suspended Tuesday plenary following the death of a lawmaker in the House of Representatives, Funke Adedoyin. Honorable Funke Adedoyin represents Ekiti, Isin, Irekodun, Federal Constituency of Kwara State in the House of Representatives.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has advised political parties and their candidates to adhere to the electoral campaign laws ahead of 2019 general election. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu gave the advice in a workshop for election professionals from the Commonwealth African region in Abuja. Professor Yakubu reminded political parties and candidates that the end of primaries did not mean immediate commencement of campaigns.
Let me also remind political parties and candidates that the end of primaries does not mean the immediate commencement of campaigns. Section 99, subsection 1 prohibits campaigns by political parties earlier than 90 days before polling day. Therefore, going by the provisions of the Electoral Act and the timetable and schedule of activities issued by the Commission, campaign for presidential and National Assembly elections will commence on the 18th of November 2018, while governorship and state assembly elections will begin on the 1st of December 2018. I call upon political parties and candidates to strictly adhere to these dates.
He reminded political parties that the dates for the submission of lists of candidates and personal particulars for the presidential and National Assembly elections.
May I seize this opportunity to remind political parties in Nigeria that the dates for the submission of list of candidates from CF 002 and their personal particulars from CF 001 for presidential and National Assembly elections is 10th to 18th October 2018, while governorship and state assembly elections is 22nd October to 2nd November 2018. The Commission will receive the submission from political parties at the ASO Hall of the International Conference Center, Abuja, from 9 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. Although we have communicated these days to all political parties, let me reiterate that there will be no extension of time. The date is firm and fixed. Similarly, in making submissions to the Commission, the covering letters as well as the list of candidates must be duly signed by the national chairmen and secretaries of political parties in line with the Commission's guidelines.
The workshop participants are from 19 Commonwealth countries in Africa. In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports. Niger State Governor Abubakar Sani Bello has emphasized the need for Nigerians to invest in hospitality industry. Bello made this known at the grand opening ceremony of Hatton Suites Hotels in Abuja. He commended the hotel management for a job well done, stating that it is not easy setting up a business and sustaining it in Nigeria.
In the hospitality business, there's lots of opportunity. In tourism, lots of opportunity. I think the time has come for us to develop our hospitality and tourism sector so that we reduce the amount of money we spend in going to Dubai and all these places. I believe whatever we go to do in Dubai or abroad anywhere, we can establish it here.
Meanwhile, the special guest of honor and governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, in his keynote address, reiterated that a fast-growing country like Nigeria needs investors to invest in hospitality business.
And I will personally do whatever it takes to assist in your quest to invest all across Nigeria. I am not just your younger brother, but I'm a mentee. I have learned a lot from you, and there is nothing that I or anyone around me will do to repay your generosity in knowledge, in wisdom, and in your contacts across the world.
In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.
Oyo State Governor Abiola Ajumobi has granted amnesty at different levels to 15 various offenders serving various sentences in different prisons in the state. The State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Olusegun Abimbola made this known in Ibadan. Abimbola said the 4 of the prisoners in question had their death sentence commuted to life imprisonment, while 11 other convicted will enjoy either outright release or reduction in sentences. The governor, in exercise of his power under Section 212 of the 1999 Constitution, granted the amnesty. This is on the recommendation of the State Advisory Council on the Prerogative of Mercy, headed by the Attorney General, as part of the event that commemorated Nigerian 58th independence. He said, Abimbola applauded the gesture of the governor, hoping that those to be released will reciprocate with good behavior as they were reintegrated into the society.